Thank you, Hashem. Today, what's today's date? Today's March 27th. Wednesday, March 27th. There's also Yud Zayin. Adar Bet.
Bet.
Yes. We just celebrated Purim. And Shushan Purim.
So the Real Kindness podcast is going to have a little bit of a catch up with our holy brother Yosef Aharon. He was touring America for 3 weeks, correct?
Yeah, 20 days.
And that meant we had 3 podcast episodes without him. We did see he did a top level podcast out there in the US and also managed to do 1 or 2 shorts or something. I don't remember if that happened, but
yeah, I did do a short.
Sure.
But
yeah, one was the chicken.
Yeah, why the chicken crossed the road?
And that went a bit viral.
9,000 views.
That just shows you the biggest nonsense is what people want to watch.
Crazy.
But we're going to do a ticket on that by actually giving some real content. I have been asked by a few Choshev people from Shir David, and we love that community. We love a big part of it, and pleasure. We had the most beautiful Purim here in the frat. To have a sefer in front of us, like it's important. So we have a bunch of Megillas on the table, I think.
Yalkut Shimoni, there you go.
Yalkut Shimoni. That's a midrash, and we got a book about the Kohen Gadol, because right now, as we said last week when I spoke by myself, we're getting close. The Mishkan, and
we're getting close.
Sav is, continuing on that light of the Kohen Gadol or the base of Migdash and Korbanos. So what's our self-sacrifice? What have we been up to the last few weeks? Let's hear a little bit. Let's catch up.
What have I been up to?
But we need to sing as well. Mavado.
Right. Okay.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, this is the Morty Shap song.
Yeah, because that was our big highlight at the Purim party upstairs with Charles. For me, anyway, when the DJ put on that song, and I know how much you love Morty.
Yeah, I love that song.
And it was like you on the mic and everyone was there. Like you can see it on. Actually, I think we put it on our at the Zer Shimshon Instagram. A big shout out to our hosts here.
Oh, nice.
And they were collaborative with Just One Chesed on the feed there. So we put up that video, and there's that moment captured as a good moment.
Okay. Hein on milvado, hein on milvado, hein on milvado, hein on, oh, hein on milvado, hein on milvado, hein on milvado, hein on, There's no one but him. There's no one but him.
Yeah.
Ein od milvado.
That's it.
There's no one but him.
And how's that connected to the Real Kindness podcast? Is because to be real means to know that truth, that there's only Hashem, and we're doing this for you, Hashem. We're doing this Lishma. Everyone's got a lot to do. Shemo be'ahava. But there's always time for Chesed, and that's the kindness focus. That we have to make time. How we find the time, you can ask Yosef Aharon how he found the time in America.
I didn't find the time. Time found me.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I went the whole mission that I went to the States for. I was in New York for a week, and then I was in Florida for 2 weeks. It was really it was raising funds for Just One Chesed. Wow. Also, I had met some truly unbelievable people.
Amazing.
I reconnected with some people that I haven't seen in years. Saw some friends. Obviously, it was amazing. But that podcast that you mentioned that I did it with her name's popping up again, Malka, all about kindness.
Shout out.
Yes, she's unbelievable work, Mamash. She really, really does such sensational work. It's not even normal.
Sure.
Over 100 families she just provided meals for, and like crazy stuff. So there was a connection between All About Kindness and myself and Just One Chesed, and this girl Chana Sparks, who is who's an orphan, and she had to go through surgery after surgery after surgery, and she's still battling cancer and whatever it may be. So we want to get awareness for her and to raise funds for her. For
it was like an hour and a half or something. It was a long episode. I remember listening.
Yeah, it was like an hour and 20 minutes.
So you really gave her opportunity to really open up.
She did, and she opened up more than she has really in the past. Malka was on the podcast, obviously, as well. Michael Vostok from Vostok Media.
He's the one who hosted it. Look very professional. One day we'll get there.
He's got like 27,000 or 28,000 followers on his Bukharian platform, whatever it is.
Love these guys.
And I also met Elena. I don't remember her last name, but she has like a cosmetics company, and she's also like an influencer, like with thousands of followers and whatever. That was
what we have is exclusive. We're surrounded by Svarim. So
yes.
and the Zera Shimcha, we just had a short here from Charles, he just left right now. Big shout out to our host who gives us the opportunity to do this in a quiet space, we hope. And yeah, so we had the Purim party here. How did that go? That was pretty awesome, no?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Purim was amazing.
Thank God, it was
the night at Purim, the Tish by Shlomo.
To me, that's the highlight of my year.
Yeah,
every year,
really special.
Like that, I'll never forget the first year I made Aliyah.
Yeah, and
they had it at Binny and Chama Cohen's house, downstairs. You know, on Pitu Maktoet, and I literally just landed that day. I was in the States on business. I landed that day. I came home and. It was Tani Tester. This year was a little bit different because Tani Tester was on Thursday night.
Actually, I really like the way
it really is. It's amazing how that happens.
Yeah, Thursday, so much easier. So then you can go into the Megillah reading for Motzi Shabbos and you haven't fasted and go. Like,
it's going to be the last year.
You fasted Thursday.
This is going to be the last year anyway. That there's going to be a Tani Tester, so it's okay.
Oh, Mashiach's coming.
There's no.
We can't carry on in the sex.
No, it's.
That's a big shot, by the way. Purim Samach Gula. Yeah. So the idea that Gula Samach Gula, Purim is a Gula, Chodesh Nisan coming up, and please God.
Chodesh Nisan Nigalu, Chodesh Nisan Atitin Nigael, right? So if it's not happening,
so it's a good time. This is the time to daven for Mashiach. These two Chodoshim, especially with the Siyum of Adasheni base, but the Simcha is even more higher than normal. The 13th month is that extra higher level, above Mazel, 13th level. That you give us a Rachel.
Right, it's Rosh Hashanah again, right? Yeah. Pesach is Nisan is the first.
Yeah, Rosh Hashanah for the Malachim, yeah, for the kings.
What's the Gemara? Was it the Mishnah? Says that three Rosh Hashanahs throughout the year?
Four? Yeah. So the Rosh Hashanah Malachim is Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and so we're davening for Melech Mashiach. You know, it's also Rabbi Nachman's birthday, which is interesting.
Chodesh Nisan.
Yeah, he's all about his chadshas. So
yeah.
So we need to get ready for those days coming up. This week's Parshas also includes Parshas Para. We mentioned Sav already.
Yes.
Para is an opportunity to purify ourselves. But part of purifying yourselves, you need to be real. What took place? You know, what happened this whole time period? You know, we had Shovavim and we did a lot of chesed for the last 5-6 months of the army. And, you know, personally, my son, he got an award this week and a medal from
Shkoyach BY.
Yeah. It's a big simcha. I'm very proud father. He did actually message me say maybe calm down with, you know, he's obviously a humble guy. He doesn't want to keep hearing about it all over the internet. But I'm just very proud of him and at the end of the day, and I really just want people to keep dominating.
Such a tzaddik.
And I even spoke about him on a podcast, Francesca's past show podcast. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but the story to me is worth sharing. Just his journey, his personal journey. I feel like that about all my children, obviously. But
you should have him here.
Yeah, well, he's coming back.
I'm saying we should have him on our podcast
Thursday. He's not so interested at this point. Maybe later on when he's internalized. He's still, you know, fresh. It's still going on.
I'm not talking about the war. I'm just talking about him. And him telling his journey on our podcast.
Yeah, we have to dumb for that. That's like having a tzaddik come, because as Rav Shlomo Katz is always saying, you know, the soldiers are like the tzaddikim for our generation.
Not like, they are.
They are. So, but let me ask you something about, you asked for a song by Rav Shlomo, another song that we really love, that Shuva. We should probably sing it here at some point. Shuva Hashem. What do you love about that song?
I don't know. I just, the beat, the
you
word.
Asked him the Tish.
Yeah.
Powerful.
And then I made a stupid comment, but
no, it's all good.
But it's Purim, so it's all good. L'chaim, truth comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I just, when I heard it the first time, we were sitting in the classroom in Shirat David, and I was like, this is a hit song.
Yeah,
this is absolutely a hit song.
Cats.
Yeah. So I think it got downloaded when he was at the Shuva Junction, right down south.
What a place, you know, and he took a whole bunch of groups.
Yeah, and it just came to him. So I don't know, when I heard it the first time, I connected with the second verse better than the first verse, but it was just, I don't know, I love that song.
So we're a bit under time pressure a little bit because he's got a lot to do as always. Chesed. I also have, thank God, a Tanya Chavrusa, which I'm going to get to in a minute, hopefully. But the idea of, and also work stuff, thank God. But the idea of just one chesed, just catch
we want to wish a mazel tov.
Oh, too.
Shachar,
baby girl.
Shachar and Alex had a baby girl yesterday. Mazal tov, it's unbelievable news.
We do announcements here for Simcha.
Yeah.
But he's definitely an example, him and his wife, of chesed, of kindness.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
They've done so much during this time period towards, you know, the parents of soldiers, for example. We are still getting those gifts from the family in Yerushalayim. They're still sending. This week, I don't know yet. Maybe with Purim, it was a bit of a balagan, but I did a podcast with the husband of the Haredi family there, and he was very happy to hear all the positive feedback. No, it's not Feigenbaum. Different guy. Okay. He go on my podcast, you'll see who it is. So he doesn't really want to make a deal out of it, but nevertheless, he is a very big kochim in Tanya and these kind of things. So
nice.
His wife is a shliach in the chesed side of stuff, and together, that's what it's about. It's a team effort.
It's all about
just
chesed.
To catch up with just one chesed, but where are they up to now? Because the war is at a different time. Everything's is transitioning a little bit.
So now it's about education, really. It's creating a movement of chesed through educating our youth about chesed.
Wow.
While I was gone, there was actually a group that came in, and they went to our command center, and
in
the Dagan, and they, Yonah Rossman and Ravdani Eisenstock. Nice. Am I saying the name right? Oh my God, I feel like such a schmobigel right now. Ravdani, I'm so sorry, Mechila.
Maybe that's said in the episode.
Eisenstock. Yes,
you were right.
I was right. Not bad. Okay, so I actually sat down with him yesterday to kind of figure out how we can do the education part and mix it together with Meals for Heroes, and we now have the Super Safta Packers of Chaim Freud, who gives the shiur on.
He sent a whole package down to the 101 unit for my son.
So he gives a shiur in Rabbi Nachman every morning, right after the Nate Minyan.
Yeah.
So they're the Super Safta Packers. They're doing stuff now. We have Chibuk LaGiborim, which is another thing where Penny Roeder and Yossi Newman, they're kind of spearheading that. Right now, their main focus is getting pairs of tefillin to the soldiers who want them. So it's all about Klal Yisrael. Rav Shlomo keeps talking about, Rav Shlomo Katz keeps talking about how we can't connect to the youth of today the way that we did pre-October 7th, because they're different neshamas. It's completely different, and I think that Rav Dani Eisenstock and Rav Yonah Rossman, they're doing a phenomenal job with the education aspect of things. We had a school from Miami come in.
Nice.
They taught them about it. They came to the command center. They got some swag, and there's a movement. There's a movement going on, just like we're learning with Tikkun Dinafa of Ginsburg. There needs to be a what's the word that Rav Shlomo used?
Awakening or movement.
A small awakening, a small movement to get something started. Well, Chesed's always been something that Jerry, who's the CEO of Just One Chesed, has been a part of his life since 2014 when he started Just One Chesed, and it's now coming to
fruition.
Now it's happening. On real time, large scale. I'm heading from here. I'm heading over to. We're gonna give a plug to Zadie's Pizza. Going over to Zadie's Pizza. I have a family. I believe they're here from Houston.
Nice.
They're making pies of pizza, and we're going on to the base and giving it to soldiers.
Nice. Meals for Heroes.
Just whatever. You got the sweatshirt. I got the tea. It's a little bit.
Be kind.
Yes.
This is it. We're catching up with there's so much chesed going on, and everyone has an opportunity to develop their own. I was just on the live feed. I just happened to just jump on the conversation with the House of Lev. I don't know them that well, but they're friends of Nissim Black, and I just hosted Nissim and Yerushalayim with a party there, so that we were discussing stuff, and it came up this idea that they feel such appreciation. These are people who, please God, moving to Eretz Yisrael soon as Gerim, and people who are coming back to Judaism or finding their soul source again, and they want to come home. They're not just coming into Yiddishkeit and staying in Chutzlah. They want to come back to Eretz Yisrael. And all the work that we're doing, all the people before us as well, is enabling that they can come back to a very organized, secure, helpful, healthy place.
We need to create a space in Eretz Yisrael that the people in Chutz La'aretz want to come to.
Sure.
Right?
These guys are coming.
Yeah, so that's...
And these are souls who are open and emistic. I listened to the live feed. It was very impressive how he's speaking, and his wife, I'm sure, as well. And, they're all connected to people like, as I said, Nissim, and there's a whole crew. I just went to Oria. He has a singer, Yosef Setnam, I think his name is. So I went to Sheva Rochas, and I just feel like such an emistic crew of people slowly gathering into the Holy Land, wanting Hashem and wanting to be here for the true reasons. And that the whole thing is that we're doing this now as a collaborative effort. It's not just about each family coming by themselves and feeling like they just got to go to nefesh b'nefesh and that's all there is. like there's now a massive awakening, as you're hinting at, underneath in the feelings of people that it's not secure.
I've spoken to so many people
England,
in New York. In New York,
as well.
I was in New York for a week, and I was in Florida for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I spoke to so many people, and now it's a topic of conversation where it never was before.
Yeah.
And I mean this with 100% sincerity. If anybody's thinking about making Aliyah and they need help with anything, if I can't help, I'll put you in touch with people who can. Everybody at the right time, they need to come home. You guys, you need to come home. We need every single Jew here to strengthen Eretz Yisrael, to make it the place that we need it and want it, that it has to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say about my Purim, I was here in the frat, and there were so many people here, and it was amazing, and seeing all the friends and family who came through, and then going to Shalom and seeing all my friends there. But there's always inside me, no matter how amazing it is, and I literally went from house to house, friend to friend. It was amazing. But where's my family? My own family? They're in England. Yeah, where's your family in America? Like, in the end, there's nothing more close to you than your own mishpacha.
As they say in Chinese, nicht pashut, right?
Yeah, we want everyone back. Yeah. So imagine having a Purim with everyone together. Imagine. So that's the kind of like tefillah we have, and it's going to come about once again through chesed, through kindness, and that's the real Kindness podcast. Everyone, please send your feedback. Keep sharing anything you'd like us to discuss.
How was your Purim?
Yeah, we want to hear.
Tell us about your Purim.
What's your plans for Pesach? You know, I'm here for Pesach. You're here for Pesach.
I'm here for Pesach.
It's all about Chesed Pesach.
I'd love to have you,
but
we have rice.
Okay,
we're all kidneys.
I did actually come last year, and somehow your wife figured out how I could eat something. So I was managed to sit at the table and still partake of your Pesach table. So
awesome.
Yeah, there's always a way.
People talk to your
if you really want, you can connect to any kind of Jew.
Yeah,
even the Scottish.
Even the Scottish.
We love them. Okay, Hag Sameach. We're getting there. It's coming.
Bayush.
Only love. Remember, we'll have someone do this for us one day.
Bezat Hashem. Amen.